Hey guys, I'm out here with the X-Star Premium. You see that right there. Okay. So what I noticed the other day when I was up at Beaver, I took this thing just for a little bit of flight. I just wanted to fly it around in that field up there. It was just for a few minutes. I noticed, and I never paid attention to this before because, of course, because of the phone, but I noticed that that little screen had a lot of data going on there. You know, there was a lot of stuff going on that little screen. And I was thinking, man, I wonder if I could just navigate this thing with that, you know, because it had all your telemetry on there, what direction your quadcopter was pointing, your height, your distance. So I just wanted to see if I could actually fly it without, hooking up the app or using the phone. So we're going to do that. We're just going to fly it around here just to see how it acts or to see if it's range limited at all. You know, the way these things are, like with all them DJI ones, the Mavic Air 2, the Spark, the Mavic Mini, they're all range limited if you don't have the app on. The Mavic Pro isn't, but those are. And the regular Mavic Air, I believe, is also range limited without using the app. Because there's no telemetry on the screen. There's no screen to have telemetry. So they range limit it like that for your safety. So I just wanted to check this out and see how this would do. I'm going to do that with the Evo too, but right now we're just going to try it with the X-Star. So yeah, it's a good bird. So far it's been flying pretty decently. Now, one little issue, you know, you're not going to know if it needs a compass calibration, okay? But what you do, let me get my hand out of the way here. What you do is you take off and you just let it hover for a little bit. And as long as it's not toilet bowling or anything like that, then you should be okay. If it starts toilet bowling and all that, right away I would just land it, turn the app on, do the compass calibration, and, you know, continue from there. But as long as it's not wandering around and toilet bowling, you shouldn't need to do one. So that's kind of a way to know if you need to do one or not, in case you didn't know that. So all right, so we're gonna fire it up and see what happens. All right, everybody. I'm out here to test out this Autel without the app, the X-Star Premium. Okay, it says GPS signal weak, but it's coming up. There's 11 now. Let's start the video. Let's start the motors. Let's take off. Let's give it a chance to get settled in. We'll see if this thing's crippled in any way. Without the app. Nope. So it's not, because if it was, it wouldn't go that far away. You know. yeah, I'm 750 feet away. It would never go that far if the app was crippled. So I mean, if the range was crippled. Let's turn it around. So there it's coming back. You see it, I'm looking right at it. So yeah, oh yeah. So you can use this without the app, and all you have to do to navigate, you can just navigate with this little screen right here, because it gives you this little red arrow and it tells you it tells you your direction of which way you're going. Okay, so actually you can fly this thing pretty easily without using the phone. Yeah, you're not going to get, you're not going to get your flight modes and all that stuff. But you're still going to be able to navigate it, even if you lose sight of it. You're still going to be able to navigate where you're going. I mean, you always got to return to home, but I mean, if you don't want to use that, all you have to do is watch this little arrow right there. I'm trying to see if you can see it on the screen here. There's a little arrow there, red arrow, and it moves when you turn, it turns. So yeah, that works out great. Yes, indeedy. Now we're going to try that with the Evo too, because it has its own built-in screen on the controller, which is one of the really interesting things about that. So we're going to try that too. So yeah, so that worked out great, man. I was glad I did this little experiment. So I'm going to sit here for a second and get my phone out, just to make sure you guys get a clear picture of this. I'm going to shoot a quick little video and throw it in there. So right there is the screen, and you can see that little arrow there. And whenever I would turn the quadcopter around, I'll just yaw it around, you'll see the arrow move around. See it? So all you have to do is guide it with that. So yeah, that works out great. So unless you need to do advanced flight modes, you actually don't need to use the phone with this one. Now I don't know if the regular X-Star, because the regular X-Star uses Wi-Fi where this doesn't. So the regular X-Star, you might have to use the phone. You might not have a choice. But this is the X-Star Premium, so I don't have to use the phone. All right, looks great, man. Wonderful job. Now another thing on here, you're not going to be able to adjust your video settings at all, so I mean that's going to be a problem. So then you can move the gimbal and stuff, but you're not going to be able to adjust any of that other stuff. All right, there it goes, Autel XR Premium. Kind of loud, but you know, oh well, right? Can't have everything. It always does that when I land these things like this. Oh well. Now I got something to do later. Now I got something to do later. Clean the Autel. All right, guys. You have a nice day. I'll talk to you later.